Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is so exciting. I cannot wait because today we are going to be reviewing the brand new ColourPop No Filter Foundation Stick, and I'm just so excited. I'm going to be wearing it throughout the day for you guys, giving you updates and everything like that. So if you guys want to hear some details about this foundation and watch me wear it throughout the day, then just go ahead and keep watching. Packaging is just the cutest thing ever. Like the little stripes, so cute. I love it. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Foundation Stick. This foundation retails for $10 on the ColourPop website, but I don't like to say it's $10 because there is shipping involved, which when I bought mine, I think the total was $15, but there are a lot of codes out there that you can use for 20% off or whatever, so you can get them a little bit cheaper than that. So this stick foundation has 0.34 ounces in it, and I'm just going to compare that to my Makeup Revolution one. This one has 0.21 ounces of product in it. This one is a little bit cheaper, so it's a little bit cheaper and a little less product, and this one has a little bit more. I think that's a pretty good amount for a stick foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and read some claims on this foundation. It says, swipe, blend, and go with no filter sticks. It conceals, corrects, and perfects for a flawless complexion in seconds. Its medium buildable coverage instantly blurs pores, covers blemishes, and blends effortlessly. For a natural skin-like finish, never cakey or drying, the stick glides on for the easiest application. Perfectly portable, take it on the go for mess-free touch-ups anytime, anywhere. So this, y'all know, I used to not be the biggest fan of stick foundations, and then I tried the Makeup Revolution stick foundation. It changed my world. This is my favorite foundation of all time. It wears beautifully throughout the day. I get no creasing on my smile lines or anything like that. It is a great foundation. So I'm really excited and have high hopes for this foundation as well. So I'm just really excited. So I'm going to be really comparing this one to this one because this one is full coverage, that type of thing. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I have the lightest shade, Fair 05W, and the packaging is so cute. It's just like a little silver tube with the ColourPop, and it's got the color on the bottom, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my shade. This looks kind of dark, I'm not gonna lie. Yikes. This is much darker than my Makeup Revolution one. I don't know if you can see, this one is my Makeup Revolution one, and this is the ColourPop one. So this one is much more yellow. I'm kind of nervous now, but I see that. Okay, so here they are swatched. This is the ColourPop one, and this is the Makeup Revolution one. Now that I've swatched them, they aren't really any like darker than one another, but they definitely have different undertones. This one is much more yellow, and this one is much more pink, leaning more neutral. So this one probably is going to be a really off color for me, but that's okay. If I like it, I'll get another shade. So yeah, that's the shades. I'm kind of nervous now that I saw the shade of this, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and get into application. Just like every other foundation video, I'm going to be using a kabuki brush on one side and a sponge on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the sponge because usually I always like to start with a thing that I don't think is going to work. So I'm going to start with the sponge. Usually I like to use stick foundations with a brush. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side. No, I gotta take this off. I did not put on primer. So I'm just gonna apply my normal primer, my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer on my face. Y'all know I have to apply a mattifying primer or no foundation is gonna last even an hour on my skin because my skin is so oily. Okay, now that I have my primer on, we can go into this foundation. I can't believe I just did that. Forgot my primer. This already feels a little bit drier than my Makeup Revolution one. It's not as creamy being applied. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out with a sponge and see what happens. I feel like that gave me no coverage. So we're going to go in with a sponge on the other side, and then I'm going to come back to this side and build up some because that coverage is not going to work for me. Let's see how this blends out with the brush. Yeah, this is definitely more dry than the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. It doesn't blend quite as easily. So I just applied it on this side of my face, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks super dry, like super duper dry all over, and I'm not sure why, because even on the places that I didn't put my primer, it looks dry. So I'm not sure what that's about, and it's probably at still a light coverage. I can still see all of my blemishes, everything like that, and I'm just off of, right now, I'm not liking this at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over my blemishes and just stipple them in to see how that works. This just looks really bad on my skin. It's like sitting on top of the skin, you can really see it. It just doesn't look good anywhere, I'm not even gonna lie. But right now I do not like it at all. As you can see from that close-up, it just looks really dry and it's sitting on top of the skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. It didn't really conceal those spots any better. So I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup really quickly, and I'll come back at the end with my thoughts and what the check-in time is and everything like that. Okay, I'm back. I have the rest of my makeup on, and I have to say that now that I've put everything else on, it doesn't look as bad. I still think that it could sink down into the skin a little bit more. Like, I still kind of see it on the surface, especially where I built it up. So I don't think it's super buildable because it just didn't build very well there. It doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as it did when I first applied it and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, it's okay right now. It's not super good or super bad or anything like that. So right now it is 10:46. So I will be gone all day, but I will try to do at least a couple check-ins. Hey guys, I am here for my midday check-in. It is 3:45-ish. I'm filming on my phone, so I can't check the time, but I checked right before I started filming. But it honestly hasn't really changed that much. The only thing that I would say is kind of looking a little weird is my mouth area. Let me see if I can, I don't think I can zoom in. I don't really ever record on my phone, so I'm not really sure how this works, but it's just looking a little textured and like a little kicky around my upper lip and my chin area. But first of all, let me turn on my air. I'm like cranking it. But yeah, it's really not looking that bad. I'm not really getting oily anywhere yet, which is really good because y'all know I'm super duper oily. So yeah, I'd have to say for the most part, everything is looking good. I still have my bronzer, my highlight, my blush, and everything like that is still on. So yeah, I'd have to say so far it's doing okay, except for my lower area, my upper lip and my chin. I don't know why it's so hard for me to talk right now, but yeah, I will check back in with you guys hopefully one more time before my final check-in. So I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I am back for my final check-in. I know, literally this happens every single time. Like, I don't know why I think it's gonna be different than the last time, but this is my final check-in. I usually like to do at least 2 check-ins throughout the day, but I need to take a shower and I want to get to bed early, so I'm taking it off earlier than I would normally end a foundation review. And so yeah, it is 9:03, and I'm ready to take a shower get ready for bed, that type of thing. So call me a grandma, call me whatever the heck you want, but I'm ready to go to bed. So this foundation is so cakey around my upper lip and chin area, and honestly throughout the day any foundation really gets cakey, but this is like extra cakey. It's breaking up. It literally looks like there's little dots all over my face because it's just breaking up everywhere. And I'm getting some smile line creasing for sure, and yeah, it's just not my favorite for $10. Like for $9, $1 cheaper, really a lot cheaper because you have to pay for shipping on this, you can get the Makeup Revolution one that lasts so well throughout the day, and this one is just great. This one is just okay. The cakiness on my upper lip and chin area, I would not wear it again because I am one of those people that like, why wear a foundation if it's just gonna like make it look worse, you know? So I would have to say pass on this for me personally, but with that being said, I'm not oily. So I'm a little oily. It kept me pretty matte on my cheek area, but my forehead and my chin is super oily. When I touch it, like foundation comes off. And I just honestly would have to say it's a pass. I think there are a lot of better drugstore foundations out there. Like I just said, the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation, those are just two. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless are just great foundations from the drugstore that are around the same price that work much better, I feel like, with your skin. I did not like the original ColourPop foundation, and I don't really like this one either. It just doesn't give you a lot of coverage. It doesn't really build well, and it just breaks up really badly, and for that reason, I don't think that I would recommend this. I would say more of a normal to dry skin type would probably do better with this. So yeah, I'm sorry it didn't turn out better, but who knows? It might work for you. To each their own. I know tons of oily skin people that love foundations that I don't like, so it's all personal preference. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and once you have subscribed, please turn on the little bell so you're notified every single time that I upload. And also, before I leave, make sure to leave any foundations you'd like me to review down below or any other video requests, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.